conditions for growth. For growth, some requirements or some factors are required. Different factors are influencing the growth. So the growth is mainly depending on the water, oxygen, nutrients, temperature, light and gravity. Water. The water is it is very important for the growth. So the water is giving the turgidity. So when the cell is filled with water, then only the growth occurs. Here this cell. So when the cell is filled with water, so when the water enters, it becomes it swell. So it is turgid cell. Filled with water, full of water. So in the turgid cell, when the cells are in the turgid condition, here filled with water, then only the growth occurs. So the turgidity is giving the cell expansion, cell enlargement. If the water is very less in the cells or in the organism also, here the growth is very slow or growth is it is not taking place. So here the water is compulsory for the turgidity, and this turgidity is important for the here cell elongation, ultimately here the growth of the organ or organism. And water also here it is influencing the growth here enzymatically. Here enzymes, mainly enzymes. So most of the enzymes are here activated in the presence of water. If there is no water or water concentration is less, the enzymes are not active. So the enzymes become active in the presence of water. The metabolic reactions, the enzymes are important. So these enzymes are active in the presence of water only. So that's why the water is important for all metabolic reactions. Next one, it is here oxygen. And oxygen is here generally for respiration, the oxygen is important. In aerobic respirations, here the oxygen is utilized and carbon dioxide is released. So why the oxygen is important for growth? Here in the presence of oxygen only, in the presence of oxygen, the food metals are oxidized or aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration. In the aerobic respiration, here the food metals are completely oxidized and energy is released. So here the oxygen is not there, oxygen is not available to the cell or tissue or organ or organism, the food metals are not oxidized. So from these food metals, here energy is not released, so no energy is available for the cell or organ. So the growth is not taking place in that particular cell or organ or organisms. So here oxygen is compulsory for the here oxidation of food materials and release of energy, metabolic energy. So the metabolic energy is compulsory or important for the growth. So like this, here oxygen is also influencing the growth. Next, nutrients. Here the nutrients are macro and micronutrients are important for the growth. Here the enzymes are activated in the presence of water, as well as for the activation of enzymes, some here inorganic or organic nutrients are important. So some molecules, macro, micro molecules. So macromolecules are macronutrients, micronutrients, these are also important for the growth. Here they are activating the enzymes. And next, here all the main food materials like carbohydrates, fats and proteins, these are also composed of nutrients. Here carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, here magnesium, nitrogen, phosphorus, potash. So all these are here very compulsory, here essential. Here nutrients are essential elements. So these essential elements are available here the growth occurs. If the essential elements or nutrients are not available, here the growth is not taking place properly. So these are also very important for the growth. Next is temperature. So the optimum temperature for growth, 28 to 30 degrees centigrade temperature, it is optimum for growth. In the low temperature, very low temperature, or in the high temperature, the growth is not taking place. Why? Because here at optimum temperature, at this temperature only, so it is a suitable temperature for most of the enzymes. So the enzymes are generally activated at optimum temperature. At low temperature and in high temperature, they become here. In high temperature, they undergo denaturation. At low temperature, they become they are in the inactive state. So in this temperature only, all the enzymes activated. So these enzymes, when they are activated, so the metabolic reactions are taking place properly. So and energy is released. So that energy is utilized for the growth. Here, that's why the temperature is also, it is playing a main role in the growth. So at low temperature and high temperature, no growth is taking place. Next one is light. Here light is it is important for the some pigment synthesis and photosynthesis, and sometimes for flowering. Here in the plants, generally flowering is induced by light, and here for photosynthesis, chloroplast synthesis, chloroplast and chlorophyll pigment. So here in the presence of light only, here the chloroplasts are synthesized and chlorophyll pigment is synthesized. So the chlorophyll or chloroplasts are involving mainly in the photosynthesis. If there is no light, here no photosynthesis, no food material synthesis. If there is no food material, no growth. So that's why here ultimately here the light is influencing the growth. So the light is important for the growth also. Next, gravity. So the gravity is here Earth's gravity. Here the gravity here towards Earth's gravity, the root system is showing the growth, and opposite to the Earth's gravity, opposite to the Earth's gravity, the root system is showing the growth positively geotropic manner, and shoot system or stem is showing the growth opposite or negatively geotropic manner. So here the root and shoot system, during the development or during the seed germination, here the gravity is also influencing, and growth is also influenced by the gravity, Earth's gravity, and phototropic manner and geotropic manner, the different plants, different plant parts, root system and shoot system, they are showing the growth in response to the light as well as gravity also. So all these factors are influencing collectively the growth. So the growth is depending on these factors.